Welcome back, everybody, live in the next arena. More Pro League tonight. We already are having Prime getting beat down once again here, this time by KT Rolster. Here is the next player for Prime. It's going to be KeeN, possibly their last hope.
I think he is the one hope Prime does have these days. He actually is, getting some wins. He's on a upward arrow, which is a good thing to see from a Prime player. And he has a good shot today because he's up against Flash. And Flash, as great a player as he is, does stumble sometimes in the most unexpected ways.
Yeah. Going to be interesting to see how both these players play out this TVT. KeeN, we can see already, is 0-2 in TVT. Hasn't played too many Terrans so far. But Flash, 1-5. Definitely not his best matchup these days, Moonlit.
Certainly not. We did see him play some pretty big TVTs against Innovation in GSL recently as well. And didn't find any luck there, but he did show his style, which he's been doing a lot of mech play.
Yeah.
No surprise there, but Iron Fortress the first map. That's going to be an interesting mech map.
Mech, the name of the game these days, but Iron Fortress not the best mech map. We've seen players do it. TVT, TVZ, they go for it anyway. Just because a lot of players finding that it is a very strong composition. They're getting exactly how to play it down, especially in the shadow of Innovation. We'll see what these two Terran players want to do here now in game number 3 on Iron Fortress. Here in the top right, another Terran here for Prime. It is KeeN.
And up here in the top left, we do have KT's Flash. Looking to show us how it's done once again.
Well, when he came into the makeup room tonight, one of the KT, I guess, one of the people who work at KT, they were asking him if he prepared a lot for today, and he said, yes, I practiced a lot. And I think he definitely does need to. It doesn't really matter which Terran player he's going up against. He's really got to work on this matchup for sure.
Yeah, KT, I mean, this round, they have to turn it around as well. And I think this is certainly the start. This is a place where you would. If you drop too many games or you lose to Prime, I think you're in a very bad place for the round. So I'm sure there's a lot of pressure in that team right now, in that team house, to be like, okay, you got to practice hard for this match. I know these guys are, doing the worst this round and have been all season. They're pretty, the team's just not finding any traction, but doesn't mean you can slack off at all.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see exactly what these two players do. We do see Flash going for the gas first here. Going to be looking to be a bit more aggressive. This will probably favor him. They're not at cross spawns here in this game. Going to be up there at the top, horizontal spawns.
Yeah, with that gas first, so everything going to be coming a little bit quicker. Most likely going into a pretty quick Hellions from here. Good map for Hellions as well. Very open map. Possibility of run-bys and timings are quite viable here.
Flash taking a moment to chug some water. I thought it was Picari Sweat. He used to do that a lot, but now he drinks water.
Wait, that's water?
Yeah.
It's nearly always Bacardi Sweat, bro.
Yeah, but it's been a while now since he's done the Picari Sweat.
Huh. He's off it.
He switched to water.
I never knew how he could drink that stuff, to be honest. I hate Picari Sweat.
Are you serious? It's great.
It's a vile drink.
It's so sugary and delicious.
No, I feel like it's not even tasty. If I'm going to drink sugar, it might as well enjoy it, right? I feel like it's just not good.
I suppose.
It's not good at all.
It's kind of like what grapefruit would taste like if it wasn't sour at all. If it was extra sweet grapefruit, it's kind of what it reminds me of.
I just don't like the name either. Sweat. It's like yuck.
It's like, who's Picari anyway?
Yeah.
Why are we drinking his sweat? Yeah. This is kind of gross.
I don't know if
did anybody think about this when they were making the name?
It's like,
jeez,
doesn't sound very good for me at all. Look at that. Multiple Reapers going to be on the way for Flash, and that factory finishing up. Most likely going to be Hellion. There we go.
Looking to get aggressive here early on. And what is KeeN going to have in preparation?
So he's going to have a couple Marines out for this Reaper. Beyond that, he's going to have to start investing in Hellions pretty quickly.
Now, let's see where Flash goes with this Reaper. Looks like he should be able to get in the main. Going to squeeze by these Marines. KeeN not even reacting. Now he does, but Flash going to get a huge scout of the entire main.
Yeah, he sees everything he needs to, and he's going to get out alive with it. This is actually a huge advantage for Flash right now. He's going to have 2 Reapers and that Hellion to poke up the front there as well. Looks like it is going to be a quick, quick Banshee for KeeN as well. Or actually for both players.
Yeah, kind of a follow-up possibly for Flash. Going to make a Viking first, but here we go. Going to poke up the front. All the Marines not there at the same time. Going to kill 2 of them. And now, you know, the Reapers are going to regen their health. He can go back, repair that Hellion. Oh, look at this.
Oh, what?
That is so cool, man.
I've never seen that. That's ridiculous. Okay, well, that's certainly one way to get a little bit of an advantage. Unfortunately, it's only a tech lab. That is so cute.
But it's good, though. I mean, it's going to delay the build to Flash for sure.
Yeah. At the same time, though, a tech lab is pretty cheap and pretty quick to make, so it's not like, I don't know if it's worth 125 minerals for an engineering bay, but he did it. He did it. That happened.
Yep. Seeing it here tonight.
And that's an extra tech lab, probably for a factory in the future as well. Not the biggest loss, but pretty funky kind of move.
Yeah. So like essentially, he delays the Raven, right? A Flash, but Flash is going to get a CC out first because he didn't commit any minerals to any kind of engineering base shenanigans. So small trade there. I guess the Raven of KeeN will have some extra energy, but that's about it. I would definitely favor Flash getting that quicker CC for sure.
Yeah, it seems like the better trade-off here. And with that Raven out and that Viking for Flash, he's going to be pretty... it's going to be a pretty easy defense against that Banshee that's on the way for KeeN.
And now Flash has got an extra tech lab.
Yeah, it's kind of a useful thing. It's like, oh, I guess I do have that now.
Yeah, a little bit later on, maybe he can build some factories down there if he wants to go into mech.
Do you see that second factory on the way as well for Flash? So he's certainly happy to go into that mech style again.
Ooh, Reaper going to come up in here and get another fantastic scout. Could even delay that CC. Well, not going to go for it. Going to miss that timing now.
It looks like we just see one Hellion go down. Flash as well, but he's got plenty more on the way.
6-4 right now in favor of KeeN. But not all the Hellions together just yet. And Flash back at home, he can repair. He's got other units here to help out.
Now, it looks like we are going to see the similar style from KeeN, though he's going through a little bit of a different tech route. Banshee's going to try to find something, but 2 Vikings and a Raven waiting. And it's going to be mech vs mech in the end of all things.
Yeah, this is going to be fun, Moonblade.
Do you like me some good mech, Valdez?
Oh, yeah.
And we did see Flash stumble against Innovation, you know, in his matches in GSL. So KeeN, no doubt, saw that. He's like, okay, I can do that. I'm going to try that.
Yeah. A lot of Terrans these days really trying their hands. KeeN not really known to be the biggest mech player, but, you know, maybe he's saying, I could do this too. Why not? We're going to see the earlier committal here to Blue Flame from Flash. We'll see how he wants to use it. Right now it's 10-10 in terms of Hellions, and a really nice spread there from KeeN, so I don't think Flash is going to get by.
You're going to see those Vikings on the way as well, though. They can actually buy him some space, absorb a lot of Hellion shots as well. If you get rid of this Raven in the air, then land his Vikings, he might be in a good place, but here we go. Pressure's on.
Oh, look at that Blue Flame doing that work. Flash got a really nice spread of his own. The auto turret's coming down from behind.
And we are seeing a big Viking fight here. Looks like Flash's should win in the end. Oh, actually, one more volley. But Flash still has some Hellions remaining, looking for those SCV kills.
Getting some decent shots here. KeeN has got more Hellions left over in that mineral line, but more and more coming across the map here from Flash.
Oh, 1 tank out for KeeN. He should be able to stabilize from here, but has he taken too much damage on these SCVs?
Ooh, lost the Raven there. More and more damage going down. Flash really committing to this, but he is going to lose all of his Hellions now.
All the Hellions go down. Vikings, though, take control again. Might be wanting to land on that tank, but there's Hellions are zetting him out for now.
He's looking for the Banshee, actually, but he can't quite find it. Cloaked over there at the natural.
Oh, interesting move from Flash. I'm not sure if that was the wisest.
Could have been okay if both Vikings were on full health, but one of them's super low. So now 2 tanks out. It's going to be hard for Flash to really find that damage. Looks like he took out the Banshee there, though.
Yeah, Flash, has a little bit of a lead in worker supply now, so he does have a little bit of an economic boost, and that third CC going down at the third base going to put him pretty far ahead. Just about getting out those tanks and starting to fix his composition, because it's very Hellion Viking heavy right now.
Flash still hanging around the base of KeeN with his air army. Maybe looking to camp those starports over here. He's looking for the Vikings that came out, but it looks like KeeN has hit his Vikings pretty well.
KeeN going to start working on him. Still, it's going to be a favorable fight. 2 more pop out from the starport. He's going to have to get out of here.
Oh, but 2 more coming over here from Flash. Now just trading. It's 2-on-2. Looks like Flash taking just a bit of extra damage. He's still looking for that aggression just outside the front door of KeeN.
Yeah, very confident play from Flash. He's like, he feels like he really has KeeN on that back foot. Pushing him further and further in.
Yeah, he's got total map control. Like, even that Banshee was able to be shut down before even getting to the base of Flash. So at this point, Flash is just back at home getting a third base. He's going to give up a free tank.
A bit of a freebie here. Ooh.
He's saying, oh, I'm too far ahead. Here's a tank.
Well, you've got to be a little bit careful. The supplies are still pretty even. Third base is going to be up and running a lot earlier for Flash, though. Finally seeing that third CC fly for KeeN over.
No, very, very even an army supply. At this point, 56 to 57. Both players getting a pretty similar timing on the +1, even for their mech. Flash looking for a fight up the ramp here. He's got more Hellions.
Yeah, they are getting pretty red there. Not going to win that fight. Not with tanks there.
Yeah, going up that ramp. Pretty hard fight to take.
Still, I do like the composition from Flash a little bit more. That Raven still helps out so much when the Vikings are pretty even in number. Point defense string is just going to do so much work when the fight comes.
Do see a second armory on the way here for KeeN. Looks like he's going to commit to more upgrades in Flash so far. Really nice supply depot wall. Going to deny any kind of...
He lets it
in.
Say,
hey, come on in. You're going to die for it, though. And then he lifts it.
Getting to that stage in mech versus mech where everything slows down just a little bit more. Both sides are posturing around their third, just making sure that it's secured. Their economy is up and running before they make a move. It looks like Flash will be the one to move across the map with his tanks.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. KeeN going less with the air army for now. He's actually going to add in a Thor to help out in that fight. But still, the Raven surviving for all this time, still going to help out so much. And both players starting now a 4th CC at around the same time. Flashes, though, will be at the base.
It's that confidence once again from Flash. He's playing things just a little bit more recklessly, I would, in a way, I guess. But, oh, look at this. Tank's going to be pushing up. Only 1 tank in position right now.
He's immediately going to go down. Flash looking to spread out his tanks now. Doesn't want to take too much splash damage.
Oh, if there's a scan goes down for KeeN, he should be able to get the first shots. Oh, still too much from Flash. Big mistake from KeeN not scanning a little bit earlier. He could have got a couple of volleys off with those tanks.
Look at this huge run by with so many of these Hellions coming in. Going to take out the 2 Hellions, but a lot of tanks in position to defend against that.
And even this is a bit of an advantage. Stopping that gas income, stopping one of those refineries is going to slow down the mech production, slow down that tank and Viking production.
Flash looking to take that fight. The PDD comes down. KeeN's still fighting over it, but just going to back off for now. Go back to that Thor.
Flash just keeps applying the pressure here. He's getting further and further ahead in supply, shaving off some armies, shaving off some of those SCVs. And here we go again.
Now a bunch of Hellions trying to get some damage down. So far just trading a tank for tank, but ooh, a big hit there on a lot of Hellions.
Yeah, a lot of them in about half HP, some in the red. It's Very aggressive, sort of contain. Almost like a parade push, but mech style at this point.
Yeah.
Flanked with Vikings right now. Looks like KeeN's going for it. Flash actually unsieging at the wrong time.
Yeah, Flash going to land all of his Vikings, too. He's got way more Vikings and so much more stuff on the ground. He's easily going to be able to push back that. Now he's going to siege up and try to take the rest of the fight.
Yeah, just an overwhelming amount here. Despite kind of being caught out of position there. 4 more tanks for KeeN. Might be able to push it back.
Flash moving back at exactly the right time. Just going to further his lead, not push too far. And he's just got such a better economy back at home, much better production.
Yeah, I mean, Flash is just... His mechanics are on point today. I mean, that 4th base up and running has been for a while now, and he hasn't stopped up at all with his factory production.
Yeah. And now look at the air advantage that Flash has at this point. He can easily just siege up this 3rd base, stop all the mining there, most importantly on that left side gas. Going to kill the refinery again.
And now there's no mining at that 3rd. He had to give it up. He's going to have to resume it at the 4th base. And I feel like that's only going to be for a short amount of time until Flash realizes what's going on.
Yeah. If he can even get over there. He's actually just got 1 Viking spotting both bases. And once he sees that transfer, like you said.
Yeah, I mean, this is the power of air superiority in this matchup. If you don't have that Viking count, don't have the air control or the vision, there's no way you can win these tank fights.
Yeah, and the big lands here. KeeN shaking his head. He knows he's lost this one. It looks like KT tonight will take all 3 bonus points. The GG scans coming in.
Yeah, once again, crushing defeat for Prime, unfortunately. KT came in guns blazing today. They knew they had to get a decent score. GG. 3-0 it is. Yeah.
KeeN not quite the same opponent that Innovation is. Flash making it look easy tonight in TVT. We don't even get to see Light play against Boom Boom in that last game. Just going to be a very quick 3-0 tonight.
Oh, well. Great play from KT today. Really turning it around after that... After having a pretty rough round so far.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, before this matchup, they were 1-3, -5, which was a score we hadn't seen from KT in like 2 years or something ridiculous. Usually this team is one of the best, you know, top 2, top 3 at most points in Pro League, but really struggling this time around. But hopefully this win can put them on the right foot once again.
It really is the momentum builder from here. I mean, there's only a couple of play days left over in this round robin. So they got to start getting the wins in here if they want to make it to those playoffs and, you know, just come into the playoffs themselves pretty confident. They don't want to be going in there with like a pretty ragged score.
Well, guys, as we said before, a 3-0, a very quick one here from KT Rolster. Not really taking their time with this one. Zest over Yoda, Stats over Tang, Flash over KeeN. 3 Terrans were lined up and 3 Terrans were knocked down for Prime.
It's the way the cookie crumbles, Valdez. But don't you worry, mate. Next up, we are going to have SKT1 up against Spenu. This should be a bit of a closer match. We do have some pretty interesting lineup. And we do have a pretty interesting lineup here.
Yeah, SK Telecom definitely the favored team, but Spenu, you know, they've come out from time to time. They've got a lot of big veterans with a lot of experience on their team that can take a game on any given day against any player, really.